So, what happened on the flight?
Finally, someone drops the question right.
So we weren't there. So what happened on the flight?
Well, the asshole beside me, I switched seats with.
Okay. Was it the gentleman that was sitting right there with you? Inside?
I switched seats with him, thinking like it was going to be a good idea.
Yeah.
Then he stole my AirPods.
What's good, guys? Welcome to my channel if you're new, and today we're back with some more crazy, scary conspiracy TikToks. And before we get into it, if you do enjoy this type of content, please leave a like, and without further ado, let's get right into it.
After watching it, I couldn't calm down for a long time. It truly made me believe in the existence of parallel universes. In the footage, the girl is playing with her phone while cleaning. She quickly gathers the trash together, but just as she picks up the dustpan to collect the garbage, she suddenly notices that the broom has vanished into thin air. This sight completely baffles the girl, leaving her standing still in bewilderment. She can't comprehend how the broom she was holding just moments ago could disappear. Could it be a ghost? After several minutes of searching, the girl still can't find the vanished broom. Perplexed, she scratches her head and decides to grab another broom. She plans to finish her work first and then analyze what happened. Continuing with her task, the girl takes out a new broom to resume sweeping. Perhaps the captivating content on TikTok distracted her. Unfortunately, in her multitasking state, her phone coincidentally drops to the ground. The girl looks at her fallen phone with great distress. However, at that moment, she suddenly spots the missing broom, startling her to the point where she almost shouts for her mother. If it weren't for the surveillance footage, her experience today might have required a Nobel Prize-winning physicist to explain.
Call me crazy, but I'm pretty sure she had the broom under her arm. It was under her armpit if you look closely.
A man named Luka Magnotta auditioning for a reality TV show years before he would publish 2 dark videos that would shock the internet forever. The first was uploaded in 2010 with the title One Boy, Two Kittens, showing a man petting his 2 cats while playing Christmas music in the background. Later in the video, Luka, who doesn't show his face, can be seen suffocating the animals in a plastic bag using a vacuum cleaner. Viewers were deeply disturbed, and people spent months trying to track down the user who uploaded the video. However, Luka remained anonymous for 2 years until May 25th, 2012. He uploads a second video entitled One Guy, One Ice Pick. It shows a man bound on a bed, then there's a cut, and the man is now dead. Someone then stabs him with an ice pick and proceeds to dismember the corpse. The victim's body parts are then mailed to local schools and the offices of political parties, with the torso being found in a suitcase. Luka Magnotta is arrested shortly after, and in December 2014, is sentenced to life.
Honestly, that's crazy. You gotta be a really sick and twisted person to kill 2 innocent kittens. And a human being, obviously. Rest in peace to that person, but come on, kittens, bro?
This corn star is a serious pedophile. And let me tell you, this story is going to disturb you. This is Bianca Binlas, otherwise known as her stage name Marsha May. So Bianca is an infamous corn star. Her videos have millions and millions of views. She's very mainstream, but she has been charged with some absolutely disturbing and disgusting things. So back in 2014, when this story takes place, she was a rising star in the industry, but let me tell you, that's when things took a dark turn. So in May of 2014, Bianca and 2 18-year-old friends of hers, she was 21 years old at the time, were arrested. So according to authorities, these 3 picked up 3 underage girls who ranged in ages from 12 to 14 years old, took them to a home in Miami, Florida, and had a party. According to authorities, the minors were then given booze and other illicit substances. They were fed to these children, and then Bianca and these 3 men had a party. The 13-year-old would later say that everybody was having with everybody there. And even more disturbingly, it was alleged that they were all filming this. Stupidly, she and the other 2 people that were involved in this horrific incident took to Instagram and posted videos and photographs with their victims. They all tried to make this seem like a completely innocent thing that they were taking a part in, but this was a disturbing pedophile incident with 3 underage girls. It was also discovered by the police that while the 3 victims were asleep afterwards, these people took zoomed-in videos of their private areas. So make no mistake, this was a complete pedophile incident. But for some reason, even after the arrest, trials, and everything, all 3 of these people were given probation. They never served any jail or prison time for this horrific thing that they did. And even though Bianca was blacklisted from the industry, she still continued to make content. And I'm going to read you a tweet that she tweeted after all of this legal stuff happened. Bianca said, "I love my career. I hope this doesn't interfere with my dreams, but only time will tell. Hashtag bless up for me, peeps. Much love." I mean, what the absolute... Yeah, this is just a disturbing story, and I felt like everybody online needs to know.
Here in this country, for some reason, people who do that kind of stuff don't really get much, but a slap on the wrist. I'll never understand it. Sick world.
Okay. So, what happened on the flight?
Finally, someone drops the question right.
So we weren't there. So what happened on the flight?
Well, the asshole beside me, I switched seats with.
Okay. Was it the gentleman that was sitting right there with you? Inside?
I switched seats with him, thinking like it was going to be a good idea.
Yeah.
Then he stole my AirPods, and then he like had his face up, and I tried to talk to him, and he wouldn't.
He had what?
So were you in that other male, the one that got escorted out?
Oh no, the other male never got escorted out. Just I did because I said I wasn't comfortable being on that flight with him.
You know, she did just push him basically out of his chest, but he's not really wanting to pursue anything. He said he didn't
Getting all this. Do you have it all on screen record, please?
several times whether or not he wanted to continue or do something.
So he wants
Shelby,
something.
do you have it all on screen
more
record?
to just take a picture with it, he just doesn't.
For him?
Okay.
So what's your plan, ma'am?
Nothing. I'm waiting to see what happens.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
See what happens with what? What's your plan from here?
I'm going home. I'm not getting...
So you have somebody coming to pick you up, or Uber,
Does it
Lyft?
matter?
Well, yes, because obviously we just got reports that you assaulted somebody by pushing the gentleman inside, okay?
Wait, I assaulted someone?
That's what multiple people
Okay, so
reported, okay?
I'm
So hold on, hold on.
I'm
Okay.
5'2", 120 pounds.
Okay, can you let me finish?
5'2", 120 pounds.
Can you let me finish?
Yeah.
So the gentleman is not wanting to press charges, okay?
Okay.
Okay? So regardless, he's not wanting to press
Wait,
charges.
hey, could I hurt
Okay.
you? How tall are you?
So with that being said,
How tall are you? Could I hurt you?
so with that being said,
Exactly.
how do you plan on getting home? Because you can't hang out here. If you have no business at the airport, you can't be here.
I don't want to be here.
Okay, so who's coming to pick you up?
An Uber.
Okay, have we already recorded?
I'm not gonna lie, I may be wrong, but she kind of seemed like she was under the influence, if I'm not mistaken.
And heard about a dispute that took place on the plane between Gomez and another passenger.
So that's what we got. There was a disturbance on the aircraft. Yeah. One female, she was, I guess, still around AirPods. So they got into a verbal altercation on the aircraft. She made some statements as not threats, like this aircraft I want to blow off. That's her. So she could have been hooked up with me.
Do one of y'all want to go?
One officer boards the plane to check out everything.
Other than that, do you need anything?
Right now, we should be fine. Fencing is already on the public area, so she's not.
Well, she's messing with TSA. We're probably going to arrest her for public intoxication.
Okay.
So.
That was the case.
Yeah. She's still continuing to be a headache.
Then the officers were left to walk through the airport to find Tiffany Gomez. They had her information from her boarding pass and believed she was likely intoxicated. Officers found the man Gomez was accused of hitting, the one who, quote, wasn't real.
No, it's okay. Yeah, she just pushing me like, you are the part of that, I don't know who's talking to in the phone. Okay. So I was just sitting right here, and she just coming pushing me, and then she just...
Did she say anything before that to you? No?
No.
And you didn't say anything to her?
No.
Are you okay? You hurt?
Yeah. No, I'm okay.
You sure?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I have my flight, so it's just going to be like in the next 20 minutes.
Okay.
So that assault mean, what does that mean?
Assault? It means to attack, to fight somebody, to push them, part of it. Right. To bring some kind of harm, bodily injury.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it should be just his name.
You don't want to do anything about it?
It's okay.
Okay. All right.
I'm okay.
Do you mind if I get your information real quick?
Yeah.
At the same time that the man is telling his story to officers, another officer found Tiffany Gomez outside.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, that pretty much goes with what I just said. She definitely sounded really intoxicated. I'm not saying it's completely BS, but I don't know. Let me know what y'all think.
Happened. Jason was in good health, and there was no evidence in his room that would suggest there was any kind of foul play that night. It wasn't until an autopsy revealed blood in Jason's inner ear, which points to an electrical surge of some kind. And that's when the pieces of this puzzle finally started to come together. Jason happened to be on the phone while there was a bad thunderstorm that night, and all it took was for his house to be struck by lightning and that electricity to travel through his telephone wires. The girl that Jason was on the phone with also admitted to hearing a weird clicking noise, a gasp from Jason, and then silence, which that kind of makes sense. When I was a teenager, I remember thinking that this was a complete myth, but it's not. It actually has happened and claimed several lives. But thankfully, that risk has greatly reduced due to less and less people using these kinds of phones. Unless you're a cell phone user that decides to use your phone while it's charging during a power surge.
Wow. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I use my phone when it's charging all the time. That kind of makes me not want to use my phone at all.
On October 9th, these 4 men's bodies were found severely dismembered in the Deep Fork River. Mark, Billy, Alex, and Mike left Billy's home in Okmulgee around 9 p.m. that night on their bicycles, and they never returned home. Their relatives reported them missing shortly after. During the investigation, a witness came forward and stated that the 4 men invited him to, quote, hit a lick big enough for all of them, end quote. According to authorities, this is slang terminology for engaging in some type of criminal behavior, but authorities don't know what the 4 had planned that night or where they'd planned to do it, if anything at all. Then last Friday, someone called 911 and reported seeing suspicious objects in the Deep Fork River. This led authorities to find the remains of the 4 men. Although the official cause and manner of death is still pending, authorities announced that all 4 men suffered from gunshot wounds and had been severely dismembered before being dumped into the river. Authorities were then notified of a scrapyard on 20th Street about 5 minutes away from the river. Upon searching, they found a lot of evidence that something really violent had happened at the property next door. The only person of interest at this point is the owner of the scrapyard, Joe Kennedy. Joe is actually serving a deferred 10-year sentence for an unrelated 2012 shooting. He was interviewed the same day the men's bodies were found, but just 1 day later, he disappeared. But last Tuesday, Joe was actually found and arrested with a stolen car in Florida, where he now remains in jail on car theft charges. He's waiting to be transferred back to Oklahoma. As of right now, Joe is still considered only a person of interest in the murders, and what truly happened to these 4 men still remains a mystery.
Wow, that's crazy. It's a crazy, evil world we live in. They found them dismembered in a river.
Killed after sharing her seemingly perfect life with her online following. Alexis Sharkey was a social media influencer who grew up in Pennsylvania. She posted to Instagram and TikTok and had a large social media following. She lived with her husband Tom, and the pair regularly posted cute photos together. Alexis was last seen alive on November the 27th, 2020 at around 6 p.m. The following day, her husband started asking people if they'd seen her or heard from her. At 8 a.m, there was a shocking discovery. Police found the body of Alexis discarded with no clothes on in some bushes. The bottom of her feet were unusually clean, so this led investigators to believe that she had been dumped there and not walked. She was found down the road from her apartment and had been strangled. Soon after the discovery, police started questioning Alexis's husband as they found divorce papers in their apartment. This was obviously a huge red flag. Then Alexis's friends came out to say that she had recently, on a girls' trip that they'd been on, started expressing concerns about hers and Tom's relationship. She disclosed to her friends that she was actually experiencing DV from Tom and he would regularly choke her out. About 2 weeks after the murder, Tom fled to Texas. Bizarrely, he had absolutely nothing to do with the funeral plans, and this was left to Alexis's mum. Tom's behaviour started getting more and more suspicious. There were regular attempts by the police to contact Tom and he was uncontactable. Eventually they were able to get in contact with him and he agreed to submit a DNA sample, but when the time came, he never did this. Police were then finally able to get an arrest warrant for Tom. They stated that he was the only one to have the means, motive and opportunity to kill Alexis. They arrived to where he was staying, but before they could place him in custody, he unalived himself. Authorities later did state that Tom had been untruthful and evasive with investigators.
For all my lady followers, subscribers, all my ladies out there, stay safe. Please choose wisely when you pick a man. I'm not really too sure what that glitch was. Let me know if you guys saw it in the comments. I didn't really catch that one.
Okay, I'm confused about this backyard here. Oh. Like, this is supposed to be my backyard, right? And then when I go downstairs, I know it's not gonna be the same. What the shit? I'm literally confused. I swear. I don't know. Like, where's all my cans?
This happens to me every day. Look, that's a RAV4 on level 3. It's right there, right? The third spot down. Now, I swear to God, this happens to me every fucking day. I park on, always on the fourth floor, but always different places. Level 4. My fucking RAV4. Dude, this happens to me every day. Every day. Look how many spaces there are in here. On level 3, a RAV4 is always parked in the same exact space that I fucking am. It's weird.
Let me know what you guys think. I think that's just a coincidence. Could be wrong.
Sees me walking. I'm walking. Look. This plane isn't moving. It's not moving. But it sounds like it's moving.
Most of y'all know how I feel about my neighborhood, right? And how it's a fucking simulation. Like, literally all the houses are the same, right? Why the fuck are all these white cars like dead ass?
You guys see that shadow? Where are the clouds? Where are the clouds?
Okay, the one with the cars. I mean, a lot of people have white cars. That's pretty common. It's a common color. Get a vehicle in, right? But the shade, the shade on the mountain. Can somebody explain that, please? Let me know what y'all think about that. But if you enjoyed, please leave a like, and I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.